Yeah, I just told the players I'm just really pleased to get the win tonight. This team had our full respect and attention. This team set up to, I think, win games in March. A program that won 26 games in a postseason tournament last year. You guys saw it yourself, how they shoot the ball from all over the floor. Thought our guys were dialed in for the most part. A couple good days of preparation. So I'm pleased to get a win against a team that I have a lot of respect for, a team that I think will compete for their conference championship. We'll play meaningful games in March. So best wishes to Northern Colorado as the season goes on. Yeah, we're a team with depth. We've got 9, 10-man rotation right now. We've also got some guys that aren't quite in the rotation. They're going to be really good players at some point. I'd like to recognize those 5 guys that were in at the end of the game. Thought Andrew did a great job with Parker and Avery and Ball and Malik. Those aren't easy minutes to play when you get in a game like that. But I thought it was very impressive. We were trying to hold this team under 60-something points. They got it done, 62, and had some good offensive possessions late. So speaking of the bench, I thought the 5 guys that ended the game did a great job. Those guys are a big part of our team. They practice hard every day. We've got a lot of confidence in all 5 of those guys that their time is going to come at some point in their career to play more game minutes. Our depth obviously helped us tonight. Another game where we get 4 guys in double figures, and that 5th and 6th guy, right around 8 or 9. That's what we're looking for. Obviously, a low turnover game is very pleasing. On the defensive end, I think to hold a team like this to 30-something% shooting, we had to do something right. From their point of view, and I'm sure I would agree that they missed a lot of shots, but you got to give our guys some credit because we did contest shots and we did at least have an awareness to guard the three-point line.
Coach, early on, how did you feel about the defensive energy, just kind of keeping them off the three-point line, just not kind of allowing any easy shots there?
Yeah, it's a game of spurts, and what we're trying to get through is the 40 minutes. Tonight, with the naked eye, I would think that we probably played about 28 minutes of 40. Fortunately, that was enough to get the win tonight. There'll be games this year where we have to get to 38 or 40 to have a chance to win. But the first of the game, we came out, we were focused, we knew who they were. We obviously let their best player get away from us a little bit in the first half. But you can't take away everything from good teams. I think he's a pro. He's a guy that can play in the Big 12. I'd like to wish him a lot. Best wishes from everybody in our program for him this season. Super player.
Just for you, I guess, just kind of watching the way the guys play defense. I know you obviously know how tough it is to play defense, but how tough was it today just with all the guys that could shoot 3 and obviously just with the drives that they were able to do early on?
Yeah, they spread you out. Not an easy game for Tariq and Norrance and those bigs. We tried to hang in there with them as long as we could. Thought Norrance had a great first half in terms of balance in the stat sheet. Just wasn't Tariq's night stat-wise, but great teammate. He's the happiest guy in the locker room. He's a real competitor. He's one of our best players. He'll play better. We had to go small ball to kind of match up with them. I think that shows how much respect we have for Northern Colorado, and that's where we really separated. Then we were able to get the big guys back in late to kind of get some more minutes. But it was a real team win.
You mentioned, obviously, of course, getting more guys involved, getting multiple guys in double figures and everything. As the season goes on, is it nice early on to see that multiple guys are impacting the game in so many different ways so you don't have to rely on 1 or 2 when it comes down, to close games later in the season?
Yeah, it's one of our big parts of our DNA. It's our plan. We want to have balance. We got a lot of players on our roster we have confidence in. You can't win at this level, especially the Big 12, by having 1 or 2 good players. It just doesn't happen. You've got to have a team full of guys that can play a role and can get it done on any given night. And I thought Kyler said it well, especially for a young guy. Tonight was kind of his night. Kyler's gradually improving. He helped us win the championship in Kansas City at the MTE. It carried over to his preparation tonight. But, yeah, no doubt, the more guys we can get playing well, the better chance we have with what looms ahead.
Any other questions?
Coach, could you just talk about the fact that they shot 17 more free throws than you and 15 offensive rebounds?
Yeah, well, first with the rebounding, definitely not pleased with that. When teams shoot threes, there's long rebounds. A lot of them really aren't rebounds. They're what I call 50-50 balls. And I thought they were a lot more aggressive at times in this game than we were going to get those 50-50 balls. Then you had a couple of just bad possessions for us where it seemed like we gave up 4 or 5 offensive rebounds in 1 possession, so that doesn't help the stat sheet. We knew it was going to be a challenging night rebounding. But, give our guys some credit. We basically played well enough to win in that regard. What was that dual question? My ADD set in.
They shot a lot of free throws.
Yeah, free throws. Yeah. Well, we're shooting a great percentage. When you're coming down and scoring 60, 70% clips, we basically took what the defense gave us. They gave us a lot of jump shots. Norrance hit a couple early. I thought we settled in the second half, at least got to the free throw line a little bit more. But I'd like to get to the free throw line a lot more. But basketball 1-on-1, you got to take what the defense gives you.